Tom Cruise stuns fans by exchanging friendship bracelets at Taylor Swift's Eras Tour in London. Discover how the Hollywood superstar embraced his inner Swiftie in this unexpected and heartwarming moment. Plus, so much more about the epic Eras Tour. What happened? It seemed impossible to top the star power at Friday, June 21 Taylor Swift show at Wembley Stadium. But that was before Tom Cruise, Mr. Impossible himself, showed up on Saturday, June 22, at the second London stop in the billionaire singer's Eras Tour. And Cruise wasn't the only big name at Saturday's Swift show, as Hugh Grant, Princess Olivia of Greece, Greta Gerwig, and a number of other stars packed the stadium's VIP area as Swift sang and threw shade from the stage. Cruise has reportedly lived in London since 2021, making his presence at this show, as opposed to one in, say, LA or New York, less brow-raising than it might otherwise be. And yet, it still feels surprising. Did you know he was a Swiftie? I sure didn't. That he was there and that he arrived, as numerous users of social media noted, with a Swift fan's now familiar handful of DIY friendship bracelets that he traded with his fellow VIPers. Did Tom Cruise make his own friendship bracelets for this thing? Wouldn't it be wild if he did? The 61-year-old star was seemingly good-natured even when a huge man in the tent grabbed him by the shoulders and started shaking him about, as was captured in footage shared by fans. It helps, perhaps, that the big guy was Kansas City Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce, who is also known as Swift's boyfriend and/or the guy the royal family didn't want a selfie with the night before. Actor Hugh Grant, who was also at Saturday's show, was similarly struck by Kelce's size and charm. Via X, formerly Twitter, the 63-year-old Grant wrote of his Saturday night concert experience, "Dear Eat Out Taylor Swift 13, you have an incredible show, an amazing and hospitable team, an excellent if gigantic boyfriend. Chocolate tequila shots. Thanks so much from one aging London boy, wife, and thrilled 8-year-old, heart, half girl, half bracelet." It's a tweet that leaves this correspondent wondering what seemed less likely a decade ago. The star of Eyes Wide Shut playing with beaded bracelets? Or the star of 4 weddings and a funeral using hashtags? Other luminaries at the show included Barbie director Greta Gerwig, who danced shoulder to shoulder with Cruise and Kelce, Danny Masterson apologists Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher, and YA dystopia poster boys Liam Hemsworth and Theo James, among many others. On the other hand, Swift continued, it really makes me think about how every time someone talks shit, it just makes me work even harder and it makes me even tougher. So, it also makes me incredibly thankful for those people. Swift then launched into Thank You Amy, a song from the Tortured Poets Department, widely believed to be a dig at Kim Kardashian, a Swift nemesis since 2006. Moving on, Eras' rarest instances, Travis Kelce makes his Eras Tour debut. It was already a big deal to see Travis Kelce's family travel to Europe for the Wembley shows. But no one could have imagined that the Super Bowl champion himself would make his stage debut. Each night before singing I Can Do It with a Broken Heart, Swift and her dancers do a vaudevillian pantomime of the star, being forced to get ready and perform. Suddenly, there was Kelce alongside the dancers in a top hat and tuxedo, gleefully helping his pop star partner get ready by carrying her to a couch and putting makeup on her face. Kelce even added a jazzy little hop and kick to the mix. Swift couldn't help but break character, giggling a bit as her athletic beau channeled his theater kid side. Taylor marks all her songs fair game at the last show of 2023. In 2023, Swift set a personal goal to explore her entire discography for the surprise song set and switch up the 2 selections each night. But for the final show in Sao Paulo, the singer threw out these rules and announced that all her songs were fair game in 2024. Finally, fans didn't have to worry about losing their favorite track at a show they didn't have tickets to. Taylor races from Tokyo to the Super Bowl. As soon as Kelce and the Kansas City Chiefs made it to the Super Bowl, the world wanted to know if Swift would be there. The major thing stopping her? A sold-out Eras Tour stop in Tokyo, Japan, a 7-hour time change between Tokyo and Las Vegas, and the 12-hour flight. Everyone weighed in on the logistical nightmare and Swift's ability to defy all odds and support her boyfriend in person. The Japanese embassy even put out a statement assuring fans it was completely possible, saying, "Paul McCartney dances with fans during But Daddy, I Love Him." The Wembley Stadium shows were packed with special guests who traded bracelets with fans and screamed along from the VIP tent. But it was none other than Paul McCartney who dared to join the crowd. With his daughters by his side, the Beatle joyfully danced with a group of extremely lucky Swifties during But Daddy, I Love Him. McCartney is all too familiar with the screams of hundreds of thousands of girls filling a stadium, and he looked just as comfortable joining them on the floor as he does when he's up on that stage himself. Taylor unleashes the most chaotic surprise song. Mashups of our wildest dreams. Once Swift shook up the rules to her surprise song set, the singer started piecing together tracks and creating unhinged mashups. From blending seemingly unrelated songs like Getaway Car, August, and The Other Side of the Door together, to pairing tracks from the same era like I Don't Want to Live Forever and Dress. The mashups seem to have no rhyme or reason, just the goal to create chaos and inspire new lore among Swifties. Taylor dedicates Clara Bow to her twin flame Stevie Nicks. Swift put her special bond with the one and only Stevie Nicks on full display by dedicating the referential Clara Bow to Nicks while she was in the audience at the show in Dublin. When Swift sang the line, "You look like Stevie Nicks," the crowd went wild, and the rock goddess caught the whole thing on her iPhone from the VIP tent. Swift followed the TTPD track with You're On Your Own, Kid, a song that Nicks holds dear to her heart for how it helped her deal with losing Fleetwood Mac bandmate Christine McVie. Blackpink's Lisa swaps friendship bracelets in Singapore. Blackpink's Lisa was ready for it when she showed up at the Eras tour in Singapore, rocking a Reputation-inspired outfit and trading friendship bracelets with the audience of Swifties. The K-pop singer even met Swift backstage after the show and recapped the memorable night with an Instagram photo dump. Taylor changes Karma lyrics in nod to Travis Kelce. It was exciting enough when Swift's boyfriend, Travis Kelce, traveled to Argentina to watch the singer bring the Eras tour to South America. But people lost it when Swift swapped the lyrics in the closing number, Karma, and sang Karma is the guy on the Chiefs in a nod to her NFL player boyfriend, a tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs. The excitement from the crowd almost created another Swift quake. And the Midnights track did see a notable jump in streams following the live moment.